Cape Town is one of South Africa's most beautiful cities, attracting millions of visitors with its beaches, mountains, restaurants, and incredible scenery. But like any major city, Cape Town has areas where visitors should exercise extra caution, particularly after dark or when traveling without local knowledge. In this video, we are looking at 10 areas where tourists should be especially careful, particularly if they are unfamiliar with the area. Important: this does not mean that everyone who lives in these communities is dangerous. Millions of ordinary people live, work and raise their families in these areas every day. The focus here is on reported crime risks and situations where an unfamiliar visitor may be more vulnerable. And Long Street after dark. Long Street is famous for nightlife, restaurants and entertainment. During the day, it can be a lively place to visit. However, after dark, visitors should remain alert, particularly when walking alone or moving away from busy areas. Keep your valuables secure. Avoid displaying expensive phones or cameras and consider using reliable transport rather than walking through unfamiliar streets late at night. Keycap 9 Langa. Langa is one of Cape Town's historic townships and is an important part of the city's history and culture. However, visitors unfamiliar with the area should avoid exploring alone, particularly at night. If you want to experience township culture, consider using a reputable local guide or organized tour. Keycap 8 Gugulethu. Gugulethu is another community with a rich history and vibrant culture. But, as with other areas on this list, visitors should be cautious about traveling through unfamiliar sections without local knowledge. Daytime visits with people who know the area are generally a much better option than wandering around alone. Keycap 7 Mitchell's Plain. Mitchell's Plain is a large residential area on the Cape Flats. Certain parts have experienced serious crime and gang-related activity. If you're driving through the area, keep your doors locked, avoid unnecessary stops in unfamiliar locations and use navigation carefully. Keycap 6 Delft. Delft has faced significant social and economic challenges, including serious crime in some areas. Tourists unfamiliar with the community should avoid wandering around alone, particularly after dark. If you have a legitimate reason to visit, make sure you know exactly where you're going and consider traveling with someone familiar with the area. Keycap 5 Mfuleni. Mfuleni is another area where visitors should exercise caution. The safest approach for an unfamiliar traveler is to avoid unnecessary exploration and to use trusted transport and local guidance. Keycap 4 Philippi. Philippi forms part of the broader Cape Flats and includes communities facing serious challenges related to crime and gang activity. Visitors should be particularly careful about isolated roads and unfamiliar areas. If your journey takes you through Philippi, plan your route in advance and avoid unnecessary stops. Keycap 3 Nyanga. Nyanga has frequently been associated with serious crime concerns. For tourists who don't know the area, exploring independently can carry unnecessary risks. If you're visiting for cultural, business or community reasons, arrange your visit with someone who knows the area and follow local safety advice. Keycap 2 Khayelitsha. Khayelitsha is one of Cape Town's largest townships and is home to a vibrant community, businesses, and cultural attractions. However, crime levels can vary considerably between different areas. Tourists should avoid simply driving or walking into unfamiliar neighborhoods without knowing where they are going. If you want to experience Khayelitsha, consider booking a reputable guided tour and listen to local advice. Keycap 1 The broader Cape Flats, especially after dark. At number 1 is not a single neighborhood, but the broader Cape Flats area. Parts of the Cape Flats have experienced serious gang violence and other forms of crime. For visitors unfamiliar with Cape Town, traveling through isolated areas at night can create unnecessary risks. Plan your route carefully, use trusted transportation, and avoid displaying valuables. Cape Town is a beautiful city, but like any major destination, knowing where you are and understanding your surroundings can make a huge difference. So before your next trip, plan your route, stay alert and travel smart. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And tell us in the comments, which Cape Town area should we cover next? Stay safe, travel smart, and enjoy Cape Town.